Good morning. Today we are doing some of my favorite things, which are a lot of things. And I probably forgot some things because I'm always doing something. So let me start with, of course, my rulers are my favorite things because I do everything with my rulers, but I'm not going to show you all those because you guys know all those things. First of all, let me start with my favorite thread. Aurifil is my favorite. Okay, if I don't have the correct color in Aurifil, I use Gutermann. Gutermann you can get at Joann's. Of course, I ordered it online from my, distributors. So Aurifil or Gutermann are my favorite. Okay. Notice it's red, white, and blue because July 4th is coming. Just saying, I'm kind of weird. Okay, then when I hand sew, it's the Bohin. Okay, needles. And to hand sew, I use the Patchwork and Quilting applique needles and number 11. Okay, amazing. The tip is just wonderful and fine. Make sure you put a comment so you can be in the drawing. I'm going to give 3 bow tie hardware away to make your bow ties from last week's tutorial. Okay, then, so you can thread the needles. The Clover does work, but Bowen has their own threader. Last week I couldn't find it. It was in my mess somewhere because I always have a mess. Okay, then I gave these away one week. I always keep this in my purse because I never know when I'm going to be doing applique or I need needles in my purse. This is the cutest thing I've ever seen. Okay. Then Jalili Studio has the polka dots. Okay, these are awesome. They're hard. You can put them on your finger. They have glue. You can take them off. I happen to always usually put them on the jar, or you can put them on whatever you have, and it's always stuck there. They're awesome for a thimble. I love them. They're amazing. I love these polka dots. Okay. Then to glue your applique or whatever you're doing, or use it with my Q series, which is my Prairie Points, I always use glue. I even glue my bindings sometime if I'm going to do bindings. It's awesome. It's acid free, it's water soluble, and it's amazing glue. It's my favorite glue. When I do my Prairie Points, I also use Fray Check. This has been around forever. Forever and forever. When I mark my scallops, or I mark anything, like if I need an opening on something, or I mark my scallops, my Prairie Points, my mini points, my half and half, my alternating, any of my rulers, I use my friction pens. They come in a variety of colors. I love these things. Okay. Anytime I make a mistake, which is a lot of times, I have my seam ripper. I love this thing. But then I saw this in Bear Lake, I did a quilting guild. This poor lady was sitting there and her uncle made these. Stiletto on one side, seam ripper on the other. I think I almost knocked over her sewing machine. I got so excited. The poor lady was like, oh, that is the coolest thing I ever saw. So at one point I had a bunch of these and sold them at shows. And I haven't been up to Bear Lake to go get more. Okay. Then, of course, pins. I like the longer pins. I have some more coming that have little grippers. They haven't come in yet. And I love the Zirkle. But also, I really like homemade pin cushions. I like odd, cute little pin cushions. I'll go to a show and I pick up pin cushions. I just like pin cushions. And I do like the walnut shells because it does sharpen your end of your needle. Okay. I love these little guys. They're by Clover. This is when I put on some binding so I don't pin myself because I do that a lot. But you know what? I've done hair for so long, I have no feeling in my hands, so I don't even know I pin myself until it goes in kind of far. Cause too many years of being in hot water. It's kind of funny. When I make bias tape, Clover is my favorite. Awesome. Awesome. When I'm pushing out corners from doing hair, love my rat tail comb. I know it's a little nutsy, but when you have a beauty salon over there, It's awesome, awesome. But then they have these two little things. This is by Clover. I don't even know who this is by. I can't tell. There's another one that looks like this. Okay. Always have tweezers. I have many, many, many sewing machines. Some thread themselves, some don't. So I have tweezers so I can thread. Or if you have like something in your bottom of your machine that you have to pull out a thread, this is awesome. I have sergers, I have embroidery machines, I have everything you can think of. Because this is where I survive. This is my life. I love it. It's awesome. Okay. My favorite needles are by Schmetz. My other ones I buy a lot are the organ needles. Love these little babies. I get them in titanium a lot because they last longer. I always change needles all the time because every project I change them, whether they are usable or not. I change from 80 to 12. If I'm doing something really small, thin, I'll use 75. If I'm going through a lot of layers when I do my binding, I use 90-14. I change it a lot because I hate it when my stitches aren't perfect. I have to have perfect stitches because it drives me crazy. Okay, when I do my rulers, I have my rulers made for the 28mm rotary cutter by Clover for my Q series, my Prairie Points. Because every one of the rotary cutters, the blades are shaped differently, and I have it made for that. When I do my cutting for my quilts or whatever, I love the Olfa. These are easy to change. That's why I like these. I don't want to sit and screw them in. This is easy to change. That's why I like these. You just put it in, put this in, and then you flip it up like this, and yippee skippy IA, you've got it changed. And I think this is the Splash or something they're called. I just think they're cute, and I like them in different colors. Scissors. Scissors are extremely important. I have the scissors thing. You have to have really good scissors. I love the Appliquick because they're doing hair. These are like the old hair scissors. It gives you very good control. Very sharp, wonderful little, like you gotta get down to your endpoints when you're doing my rulers or you gotta cut. They're amazing. I also love Karen K. Buckley's. They're serrated. They're really nice. Amazing scissors. I love these also. These have lasted me like forever. I think this is the only pair I have. And if the scissors last me, it's amazing. Okay. Spray starch. Get this at Walmart. When I'm on the road, I'm not going to bring liquid like the stuff I use at home. This is the vodka. I gave you the ratios. 1/3 vodka to 2/3 distilled water. I use this at home. Don't use what my grandma did. Hers was like a stiff board. But this is my favorite. It doesn't flake. Of course, I love my ironing mat. I roll it up, take it to a show. I have a tutorial of that. I love my ironing mat because it is amazing with the bow nash on top. My favorite iron is this little baby. There is no cord. It's shaped like a football, so you have to put it in its cradle. It keeps it warm. It keeps steamed. It's awesome. It's a Panasonic, and it's model number NI-WL600. Love this iron. I have like 4 of them. I take one on the road, and I have them all over at sewing stations. My favorite machine is my 830 Bernina because it's got the even feed foot IDT, whatever you want to call it. I just love it built in because when you go through a lot of layers, you want it built in. I don't want to put on a walking foot. I have tons of other machines. I always have another machine, like if I want to gather. I don't have to switch anything on this machine, so I'll have one right here so I can do the gathering and make it simple and easy. I'm kind of lazy that way. It's just like so I can switch machines. I like to do a lot of power sewing, like if I'm doing pillowcases, for example. I'll have everything all set up so I can go from one to the other, and I don't have to change threads because I just want to get things done. Okay, as far as like your rulers, Creative Grids has got an awesome ruler. This is awesome. I don't know what model number it is, but it's got like a 6-inch square. It's got that quarter in here. It's got all these different things, a 5-inch square. This is awesome. Plus it doesn't slip because it's got that slip stuff on the back. I also love Omnigrid. Okay. My favorite cutting mats are Martelli. Cutting boards are Martelli. I love my Martelli up and down cutting table because I'm not tall. When you're 5 feet, it kind of sucks. So this can go at any height I would like it to go at. And I can have it right next to my sewing machine so I can cut it. And I love different feet. For doing my 1/4 inch on my 830, I love my 97D because you can put on your IDT foot or even feed. And when I'm going to do my perfect 1/4 inch, I love my 10D because it's got like this little guide thing. So it's a perfect, you have it perfect all the way across. And I really, really like it. And actually, I think that is all my favorite things. And I love to sew. That's just something that is in my heart and my soul. And I thank my grandmother for all the time she took with somebody who has major ADHD. I'm sure I drove her nuts. And she was amazingly talented. And this week, once again, I'm going to give away some of these 3 sets. And then I have fabric for sale. It's kind of odd, but I think it's cute. What I like about it, it'll say like Timeless Treasures Fabric Mill, Quilters Inn, Free Chocolate and Wine. It's got darling little cute little sayings on it. Thread Shop. It'd be a cute back. This could be cut and made something cute out of it. Needles and Pins Cafe. I just thought it was so dang cute. Just kind of odd, but I like odd. $5 a yard. Just something cute. And it's just fun. All this stuff just fills your heart. So, let's get the names out of the little pot. Oh, and we're changing our hours from June until August. We're switching the hours from 9 to 9 o'clock in the morning because the grandkids are home and Lindsay's got a busy schedule. So I'm going to be doing my live tutorial. Whoops, there goes that. At 9 o'clock in the morning instead of 10. So I'm going to pick 3. Okay, the first one to win the little clippies is Wanda Keller. So you can make bow ties. They are so cool. And then da-da-da. The next one is Miriam, I think it's Crochelle. So please send Lindsay your address. Second one. And the third one is Arlena Hill. So you just want some clippies to make some bow ties. And congratulations and thank you so much for watching and God bless.